Take 3, I hope this works. I'm gonna explain Valkyrie's age in the Skulduggery timeline and why it doesn't work and what we should do to fix it. And by we, Derek, I'm talking to you, buddy. Here it is. So first things first. To make it all simple, because I did not make it simple, we have a more basic graph. I'm gonna see if I can turn this video around so you guys can see everything the right way. But this is the timeline of the Phase 1 books. I have here what month and what year the book has to take place. And then these numbers are the ages that Valkyrie should be in these books. You'll see down here it gets a little messy. So these yellowy fun numbers, those are the confirmed ones in the book that Derek thinks are the right numbers but are not the right numbers. So the blue ones that I put next to it are the numbers that I have solved with math and too much time. Book 1. Stephanie's school year ended about a week ago. She confirms this on page 20 where she talks about how she's only been working for her dad for a few days since the school year has let out and she's looking forward to the summer break and she doesn't like school. So because Irish school year ends June 30th, according to Google, please correct me if I'm wrong, we can confirm that this book takes place early July. Next thing. She's 12. She is 12 here. Derek says she's 12. I also say she's 12. This stays safe. Okay, so for book 2, Valkyrie makes a comment about how she didn't have magic this time last year and how it was like a normal time. So we know for a fact it has to have been less than a year. We also know she's 13 because in this book, Derek says she's 13, and this still lines up with the timeline. There are no issues. Since there's no confirmed time passage here, we're using the timeline based out of Dark Days, whereas the first time we've been given a specific date, and that is September. So we know for a fact that the Faceless Ones took place 11 months before Dark Days, and in the Faceless Ones, she says that Playing with Fire was 6 months before the Faceless Ones. So, knowing that, this book takes place in April. So Playing with Fire has to be in April. She has to be 13. It still makes sense. It's been about 8 months. I'll explain more later. In book 3, The Faceless Ones, Skulduggery on page 20 is talking to 3rd Guild about how he accused him of treason and says it's been 6 months. It's been 6 months. Valkyrie also refers to the vampires on her pier 6 months earlier. That is pages, if you want to check me, that's on pages 20 and 29. She is mistaken as 13 years old by Ken Speckle and Crux. The reason it's important that she's mistaken for 13, even though she is 14. We know for a fact she's 14. This lines up with mine and Derek's timeline. Means her birthday just happened. Valkyrie says, I've just gone 14. She corrects Ken Speckle, who knows her well, who should know her age because she sees him all the time, that she has just turned 14. So this means she's just had a birthday. But Derek has Valkyrie's birthday set in August in The Last Stand of Dead Men. And this doesn't work because of this book. This is like one of the first places you see the issues start to show up. Is that if in Dark Days, it's confirmed that it's been 11 months. And it is also confirmed that it's September. Valkyrie says on page 10, she's been looking for Skulduggery for 11 months. Skulduggery's been gone since the Faceless Ones. Great. We know it's been 11 months. Cool. This makes it September here because she confirms also on page 97 that she doesn't know how she's going to explain a sunburn to her parents in September after being in the Faceless Ones dimension without a coat on. So, the All-Ireland Championship, which traditionally takes place in September, also has to be in September for this book. This means because of this, because the dates here are fixed on a specific month, a specific time of year, it cannot be changed. This works with the first 3 books. However, it does not work with the next book. So, going to Dark Days where the issues, you know. In Dark Days, Valkyrie's supposed to be 15. This is already an issue. Because if she's just turned 14 in the October that the Faceless Ones takes place in, then it would make no sense that she would be 15 in September when it's not even October yet. It's only been 11 months. Like 11 specifically. It cannot be any more than that. She can't be 15. The only way she could be 15 is if we were following the August timeline that Derek tries to do in Last Stand. But this doesn't work because we already know she said she just turned 14. Why would she say that if it's 3 months ago, you know? Like, it just... The only other thing is that it could be September, but we're going to roll with October because Laura's birthday's in October. So, it's just a little more fun. Also, October works better because Dark Days is in September. So why would, like, you think they would reference her birthday or something? I don't know. August doesn't work for the next book as well. Because Mortal Coil, she's apparently had a birthday. And Mortal Coil takes place in the book. It says it's been 5 months. It has not been 5 months because we know that Dark Days is in September and we know that Mortal Coil is Christmas. If you go 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, there is not 5 months there. So every time she references that in Mortal Coil, it has to be 3 months. Like, that's where the issue for, it just makes no sense. She couldn't have turned 16. She would still be, like, she should be having her 15th birthday in between these two. It should be right here. Her birthday should be here in October, between Dark Days and Mortal Coil. So she needs to be 14 in Dark Days and 15 in Mortal Coil. Because of this, it means she also has to be 15 in Deathbringer. She couldn't be 16 because it's only been 6 months and she just had her birthday. So, yeah, it just... Yes. Also, we're also using for timeline is Alice. So Melissa says that she's pregnant in Dark Days. She says she's pregnant, she's expecting a baby. Okay, in Mortal Coil, Fletcher asks Valkyrie when Alice is due, and she says mid-February. That's on page 30-something, I think. I'm gonna check just so you have it right. Prove that I did the work. I don't have the page number. But it's there, I swear to God. Okay. Then, Kingdom of the Wicked. No. Deathbringer. Deathbringer, she confirms that Alice is 3 months old. She's been alive for 3 months. She's at her baby sister's christening baptism. 3 months makes sense. That makes sense. That February would have been 3 months ago. So, that one lines up. Kingdom of the Wicked, it lines up fine with the Deathbringer timeline, but Valkyrie has to be 16. Like, she can't be 17. It takes place a year later. It takes place in May. Argedian refers to the Summer of Light. Valkyrie wakes up, says it's the 30th of April. My birthday's the 29th. And then it's May 1st. So, that one has to be at May. We know for a fact it's a year later. Okay, it's only been a couple months between these two books, but the problem with Last Stand is that Valkyrie has a birthday. And this book is said to be set in August. Ghastly says it's August, I think on page 26. And because he says it's August, we can't change it. And like, Alice is supposed to be 18 months, so that works, you know. But the only thing is that Valkyrie can't be having an 18th birthday if she's only 17. She also can't be having an August birthday if her birthday's in October. And we know it's in October because it doesn't work if it's in August. It just doesn't work with the previous books. So it can't be suddenly in the 8th book that now it works, because it doesn't work. So these books actually need to take place in October with Valkyrie's birthday, and she has to turn 17. She can't be turning 18. So there you have it. End of the series. Valkyrie should be 17 years old. Her birthday should be in October. And the timeline's all messy. And I'll post a picture of it. And also, I'm happy to explain it again. Even though it took a long time. Thanks!